Hello and welcome to day 7 of KinEssentials, where we explore a movement coupled with an essential oil applied on a specific point. Today's movement, as you just saw, is twirling, and the oil that we're working with is sweet or wild orange. Those are the same thing, different names for the same thing. And the point that we're working with is Shen. Now, twirling is something that we work with in the gyrotonic syllabus as a way to recalibrate and harmonize the body. Often it's used at the end of a session as an unwinding, a winding down, again to perhaps energetically things have been churned up throughout the course of the session, and this serves to reintegrate and recalibrate and harmonize. But we can also use it closer to the beginning of a session to do those same things as part of preparing the body for the work that it's about to do. And so then we're pairing that with sweet orange, which is also known as the Innocent Harmonizer. How lovely is that? Okay, but first we're going to learn the twirling movement. Then we get to explore with sweet orange a little bit, learn about the point, and then put it all together. Come right up to standing, and as we take our stance here, I'd like you to just take a moment to recall when we did our leg decompression that day, where we talked about the line of energy through the leg. So it starts at the level of the center and emanates down through the centermost pathway of the leg and then beyond through the foot. So now that your foot is on the floor, it's through the floor. Feel the soles of your feet kind of splay, like my hands are, splay and widen onto the floor. And then to give even more information about that connection, just take your hands together and then push into, use the arm connection to push into the soles of the hands. The way the hands are connected right now, transfer that understanding to the way that your feet are in relationship with the floor. And so we feel a rooting, an energetic pathway from the center rooting down into the floor, and then receiving back into the center and then up again through the spine. And from there, then we take our right foot and step a quarter turn, and the left follows and meets it. Another quarter turn and meet it, quarter turn and changing direction, maintaining all of those oppositions that we set at the beginning. Quarter turn together, quarter turn together. Good. Go back to the first direction a little faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And change and faster. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat. 1, 2. Step together, and change, step together. Good. Change and go a little faster and just a little more natural. How you would twirl if you were, I don't know, did you twirl when you were little? I did. Twirl in the park, on the grass, twirl in my basement. Little kids know how amazing these movements can be. The intelligence of the child, that's what sweet orange is, and that's what twirling is. Last time. Let that resolve back and step back into your uprightness and take a seat. So that's our twirling. Reach for your sweet orange and take a nice deep inhale. Oh, and right off the bat, just the first thing that I notice, that we can notice, is just how bright and how light it is. Now, all citrus oils have that lightness and brightness, but where wild orange is unique is most citrus also have a kind of a zing or an edge to it, and wild orange doesn't. It's just got a roundness, no hard edges. And so I mentioned it's known as the Innocent Harmonizer. So it creates an overall balancing effect, harmonizing, and it lends itself to a circularity, a circular movement, or an infinite pathway movement. And if you think about what a citrus fruit looks like when you cut into it, there's a kind of divine symmetry as well as this radiating. It's always radiating outwards, and so we can say that it lends itself also to the understanding of just the overall balancing effect of out to in, inner to outer, and outer to inner, sacred reciprocity. Now, Shen men, ear Shen men, I'm going to come right up to the camera to show you. If you locate the outer ridge and then the inner ridge, right? That inner ridge somewhere along the way branches off a little bit, and just above that, the lower branch of the branch off, just above that is your Shen men point. And the Shen men point it's one of the powerful ear points used for calming, relaxing. It really facilitates a state of harmony and serenity, and again, reciprocity. It just calms the spirit. So let's go ahead and experience Sweet Orange on ear Shen men with twirling. We take a drop of the oil, gather it onto that pinky, share it with the other pinky, and then find your ear Shen men point, and just very lightly, it's just a light touch, and then let yourself drop into that space of receptivity and observing and curiosity. And with that inner listening and inner observation, when you experience some kind of shift, release the hands to the nose, take another smell of that sweet, sweet orange. And while you're doing that, weight shift to standing, arms by your side, and we go step 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and change. Together, step together, a little faster, da 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 da, gradual acceleration, and let it be playful. Last one, and step into your uprightness, and take a seat. Thank you so much for joining today. I want to just also mention that this Shen men point with wild orange is something that you can kind of consider as a tool in your back pocket that you can use at any time during the day when you feel like you're being pulled in too many directions or just kind of pulled out of yourself. It's a really sweet way to recalibrate and come home. So thanks for joining today, day 7, which also rounds out week 1 of our 30-day trajectory. And week 1, as a reminder, was our dissolving of the armor. So now as we move into week 2, we'll have a different theme, which I'll reveal tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to seeing you then. Have a beautiful day.